what I'm looking for is somebody that can articulate what their business proposition is in a very clear, concise sentence. Say, this is the problem I'm solving and this is how I'm going to do that. Then I want to hear what their engagement with customers are. So have they actually spoken to customers? Will customers buy what their product or service is? And then third, the most important thing is what's the scale of their market? Is this an opportunity that is really worth going after? The businesses that really didn't grab me, or I would imagine any of the other judges, were those that really didn't explain what it was that they were doing. Having read their pitch, I failed to understand what it was that their product or service was, or who they were trying to serve. What was the problem they were solving, and who were they solving it for? Yeah, I think the best thing applicants can do between now and the final is get customer engagement. If they can show that customers are interested in their proposition, that makes them extremely attractive to investors, and that makes the whole thing real. It is about the founder, so I'm looking to that founder, for that person to be able to explain what his business is, and I want to believe that that person is the person to deliver the proposition that they're selling. Then I want to know that customers will engage with that proposition, and that the market is a big enough market to address. Pitching requires practice. There's no doubt about it that you get better by doing it more and more. You've just got to get out there and pitch, whether you're pitching to yourself in the mirror, or to your friends, or to real investors. It's better if it's real investors, but pitch, and it will get better. I don't think you should worry about being nervous in a presentation. I think that's who you are. That's sincerity, and you're presenting yourself as what you're trying to do. So if you're nervous, don't worry about that. That's human, and it's acceptable. If an investor can't see through your nervous moments, then they're probably not the right investor for you anyway. So just don't worry about that. That's not a big issue. I think if you show that you're sincere and convincing in the first element, so everybody believes in you and they believe in your service, the real key thing then is to show the size of the market, and show why you are the person that can address that market. If you're the person that can absolutely address that in a unique way, better than anybody else, then you'll stand out. Okay, I've been an angel investor now for the last 10 years. Prior to that, I ran a technology company which was listed on the London stock market in 2000. I left that in 2003 to become an angel investor and technology mentor. I've invested now in probably 20 odd startups through that time. I set up Indycube Ventures as a joint venture between Indycube, the co-working community in Wales, and myself, the middle of last year, and since then we've set up 5 or 6 startups in Cardiff, 3 or 4 in Swansea, and we're setting up startup businesses, or helping startup businesses within the Indycube community across Wales. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been an easier time to start a business, to start it faster, cheaper for less investment than there is today. This is the easiest time to ever start a business. With the internet now, it is so easy to start a business. If you've got a laptop and a mobile phone, that's it. You have the tools to start a business. It's just about finding that problem that you want to solve, that somebody's willing to pay for. Yeah, not everybody can succeed, and not everybody will grow to be a sustainable business. Some businesses will remain as that one person that started them, and that's okay. You know, that may be a really good lifestyle for that person. But you know, others that get it right, get customers and investors to embrace what they're doing, can grow very, very quickly and be very successful. And that doesn't mean that they have to employ lots of people to do that. We have a fantastic example of a business here in Cardiff called Pointy, that is a photo printing API, started only in February. In February we got investment for them. They are now global and employ 3 people, but they work with the largest printing labs in the UK, the US, Europe and Australia, and print hundreds of thousands of photos, and it doesn't require a big staff. The labs in those countries print those photos for them, so you don't have to be employing lots of people to be successful or growing very fast. The Welsh Government is particularly focused in trying to help businesses, but I think some of that is well intended but misdirected. I think businesses that focus on just going after government support forget that really what businesses need are customers. And if you build your business just on the basis that you're building it because you can get a government grant in Wales, then you're not going to be any better than anybody else. At the end of the day, it's customers who are the important people, and you can deliver to customers wherever you are. It doesn't have to be in a place, whether that be Bath, Bristol, Cardiff or London. The concept of offering mentors to startups is a very good concept. That's UK-wide, but in Wales in particular there are programs to give mentors to startups. But the quality of those mentors, one, is questionable, but two, if they don't have skin in the game, if they're not invested in the business, then what is their motivation to do it? If they're just booking time and expenses and being paid by the government, that doesn't necessarily help the startup. And that's why we set up Indycube Ventures. We don't charge startups anything. We take equity in the businesses that we help, and we think that's a far better model because we are aligned exactly with the founder and the startup itself, and the business. The only way we get paid is by the business succeeding. When a startup first starts, money is not necessarily the most important thing. So startups don't necessarily need money from investors. The best and cheapest money a startup will ever get is from customers. So I harp on about it in every point, but customers are the most important people after the founder. So if you can get money from customers, you have proven the first part of your business. That makes you more attractive to investors. But money from investors should come with more than just money. You should be at an early stage looking for money with help. So you want engagement from your investors as well. You want them on board helping you, whether it's helping you with more customers or helping you with all of the pains of growth. So you need investors who understand what you're going through as a startup, that really can empathise with you on that, and that's what we try to do at Indycube Ventures. Yeah, the thing that we're really looking for, businesses that can really scale to be a global opportunity, something that looks like initially it's targeting a UK market, which is interesting and exciting, but there's no reason why they can't be doing what they're doing on a global level, and they can dominate and own that area. The latest business that we've invested in, really fantastic business. The business is called the Cake Box Company, and the analogy to quickly describe it is interflora for cakes. So they are building a platform for local artisan bakers around the UK to be able to deliver cupcakes to customers. They have started a program called Free Cake Friday, where they deliver cakes on a Friday for free to nominated companies as part of their marketing, and that engages local bakers to sign up to their platform, and then they're the payment processor for the delivery of cakes. But it's a fantastic business model. So at first you think, well, it's just about making cakes, but it's not about making cakes at all. It's that payment and delivery platform is what they're building. So it's a tech-centric business that just happens to be based around cakes. Okay, Indycube Ventures helps startups based within Indycube, the co-working community of Wales, to develop and grow. We help them get investment ready, and we help them get that investment to scale up to be a globally successful business.